My people, my Biafran people, now how on a day I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenam Kano. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands Biafra is coming. In your hands Biafra is safe. And in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. Fellow Biafrans, I am very, very vexed doing this video today because some people from the other tribes, they had the audacity to speak to me, telling me that I'm insulting my elders. That I said we should pray for the man Gowon to see the people of Biafra reclaim their throne, reclaim their home, and reclaim their country called Biafra. And some of those who claim to be cowards, who love to be called cowards, are telling me that I'm insulting my elders. He is not my elders. I should respect him. But when they were buying our babies, you guys did not call him to order to stop buying the children, the most vulnerable, the women and children. Today, let me break down to you who this man Gowon is. I call him a coward, a very big coward. Because while he was in Kampala, when he had the smell, he had the idea that a coup was about to happen. In his own case, he took his children to the UK, to Britain. Britain told him, bring your children to us. We shall keep them safe. But in the case of Biafra, he did not give us the same luxury to protect our children. No, he went for the children. He gave them kwashoko. But ordinary coup, the sense of having a coup in Nigeria made Gowon to send his children to Britain. This same Gowon, after the coup, he said, support the coup plotters. That's how cowardice he is. Not only that, he absconded like a coward. Those that said Ojukwu ran away, your Gowon that you love, he absconded from Kampala, where they were having their OAU. He ran away like a baby and went to England to go and join his family. His family, they were safe. This is why I keep saying, if you allow the Zoo media to concoct history, you will end up insulting your heroes. If you allow the Zoo to concoct history, to rewrite history, you will end up insulting those who were doing everything they could to save and preserve you. As the saying goes, an organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. An organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. If you are with me, let's go there. I will break it down to you. I will show you what really happened during the time of that coup of Gowon. If you are with me, let's go there. Listen.
Lord, Yakubu Gowon was an especially safe choice to govern a country that was likewise suffering from ethnic tensions.
Listen.
However, not long after Gowon's ascension, agitation began among the Easterners who were at this time enraged by Ironsi's assassination. In the north, there was also a sense of ethnic cleansing, with many Easterners being killed and their property destroyed.
Hold it there, first of all. Now, this guy, the narrator, he came with a concept to act as if the Biafrans were the aggressors. No. When they pied Ironsi, we did nothing about it. Don't come and say we were the ones that not started a conflict. We were doing, asking why, and before you know it, in the north, they were not buying us. Don't go that way. We were peaceful throughout. Ironsi was spied. We saw it as Nigeria doing their stuff. The military being military. The same way military of Nigeria today, they are doing what they are doing. You saw what they did in Okwama. That the man called Christopher Musa did what he did does not mean you will now go and point his tribe or whatever. We saw them as military being military doing what they know how to do best, their regular trademark. So don't come and say, oh, the Easterners, they were angry, they were agitating when Aguirre was spied. We saw it as the military being military. The civilians were just watching from a distance. So we must correct that narrative. Do not allow them to mistell your story. Respect to the narrator, but he tried to say here that, oh, when Aguirre was killed, that was when in the East there was now an agitation. We were arguing about it, we were rioting about it, about his death. Then suddenly in the North, they were now buying us in the North. That's not how it went. Aguirre was killed. The Northerners, they were not happy enough. They still wanted some more blood. They were still angry, and they started going on a rampage, buying the Easterners in the North, slicing them into two. They cut you like cow, like Nama. That was the real story. Do not spin it around and say it started from the East. No. The agitation did not start from the East. It started from the North. So let's get that one right. Let's get that point right. Listen.
Easterners who were at this time enraged by Ironsi's assassination. In the north, there was also a sense of ethnic cleansing, with many Easterners being killed and their property destroyed. This, among other factors, prompted Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu to declare the eastern area of Nigeria as a separate country, called the Republic of Biafra.
Hold on again. That was not how it went, because we said on Aburi we stand. It was Gowon that declared the war against the Biafrans. All we're saying then was on Aburi we stand. I was told by my granddad during those days, they were wearing t-shirts on Aburi we stand. Aburi means the Aburi Accord that they signed in Ghana. Let's continue. I'm trying to dispel the notion by the narrators, because sometimes when they write these things, when they narrate these stories, it now goes into the archive. 1,000 years from now, they will start blaming the Biafrans as being the aggressors. They will see us as being responsible for the war. They will say we deserve what we got in the war because we're the aggressors. So be careful when you watch videos like this. You have to be careful. Take it with a pinch of salt. Let's continue.
This came after negotiations with the federal government, including the well-known Aburi Accord in Aburi, present-day Ghana, had failed. Then, the Civil War began on May 30th, 1967, as a result of this event, and lasted for 30 months, with many casualties on both sides, including women and children. The war came to an end precisely on January 30th, 1970, with an announcement by Philip Effiong
that the Republic of Biafra hereby ceases to exist.
When the conflict ended in 1970, Gowon's regime was committed to the country's reconstruction and reconciliation. To his credit, however, the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, was founded as a unification strategy. Gowon, on the other hand, began to fall out with his fellow men on uniform, who were dissatisfied with...
Okay, hold on. Now, listen to the story of Gowon after he had done everything to the Biafrans. I want to show you how the cabal, they dealt with him. He took the whole of Nigeria to fight the Biafrans. But when it was time to take him out, he chickened out. He ran like a chicken. He ran like a puppet that he is. A coward, an idiot, a useful idiot. Listen to the story. The account of the narrator is 100% correct. Listen to the story of what happened to this man towards the end of his regime. The cabal, they are very, very smart. They brought somebody else with a Christian name again, Victor. But behind Victor was Muritala Mohammed and Obasanjo. But they brought in a new face, Victor. This is the game the cabal they are playing. I keep telling you about the bully in the class, the bully in the class, the bully in the class. You guys don't get it. They are now the invisible hand. They are like the puppet master, making things to happen, influencing the environment. Listen to what happened to Gowon, and he chickened out like a puppy. Listen, please, listen.
Core NYSC was founded as a unification strategy. Gowon, on the other hand, began to fall out with his fellow men on uniform, who were dissatisfied with some of his policies and his failure to keep some of his earlier promises. One of which was his promise to transmit power to civilian rule in 1976. He reneges on this after postponing the date indefinitely. On July 29, 1975, a faction of junior military officers overthrew General Yakubu Gowon while he was away in Kampala for OAU summit. Coincidentally, Gowon also took over power in a coup that took place on 29th of July back in 1966. One of Gowon's most loyal officers, Colonel Joseph Namvan Garba, was saddled with the responsibility of announcing the overthrow of his boss.
Hold on there. Colonel Joseph. A Christian name, not Victor. Colonel Joseph. A Christian name. Oh my God. The cabal. Hey, they're very, very smart. We laugh at them, say they don't go to school, that they drink the piece of cow. They suck the breast of cow. They shower with the urine of cow. But see how smart and meticulous they are fondling and playing those so-called politicians in that zoo. True. Person when go school or person when get sense. Nobody person when go school come back. The application of wisdom tells me you are intelligent. Not you blowing all the grammar as a media man or whatever. No. That's you cramming words. Application of wisdom tells me how intelligent you are. Knowledge is power, yes. But it is the application of the knowledge that gives you power. So I will say knowledge is a tool, but the application of your knowledge will give you the power. See the way the cabal, they are playing them. They brought a Joseph to oust this idiot here. This coward. Watch the way he ran like a bitch. Yes, I use the B word. He ran like a coward. He ran out of Nigeria as a coward. This same man was bold enough to occupy us after the Aburi Accord. He chose to break the Aburi Accord, but ordinary coup. He ran with his family, with his children, like a coward. But when it came to the Biafran, you went to Ghana to discuss. You agreed on something. You came back and said no. But when the cabal now sets you up, you sent your children abroad. You also ran abroad, never to come to Nigeria. You turned to a pastor. You turned to a born again. You came with the crusade. Pray for Nigeria. Nigeria prays. You turned to a pastor. Because you're a coward from the beginning. You had no balls. There is no onion in you. Till this day, your only medal is spying 7 million children. That's the only thing you speak about. Okay, in fact, let's continue. Just listen to how this guy chickened out, how they slapped him in his back ass. Bunch of cowards. Listen to how this man chickened out. Just watch this. Oh, God have mercy. Thanks to the guy that made this video.
Coincidentally, Gowon also took over power in a coup that took place on 29th of July, back in 1966. One of Gowon's most loyal officers, Colonel Joseph Namvan Garba, was saddled with the responsibility of announcing the overthrow of his boss in the July 29, 1975 coup. Garba, at the time, was the commander of the Federal Guards in Lagos. In a speech declaring the military intervention, Garba only cited what he claimed has been happening in the country for the past few months as a reason for the coup. To replace General Yakubu Gowon, Brigadier Murtala Mohammed was appointed as head of the new government. While
Boom! Can you now see the game? After the Joseph came, he said this and that. They took him out of the way. Suddenly, the real snake head now came out. The real head of the dragon now came out. Murtala Mohammed. Oh God. All right. Lord have mercy. Take it back. Watch this.
Garba only cited what he claimed has been happening in the country for the past few months as a reason for the coup. To replace General Yakubu Gowon, Brigadier Murtala Mohammed was appointed as head of the new government, while Brigadier Olusegun Obasanjo became his deputy. Upon hearing the news of his ouster while in Kampala, Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government.
Boom! This is the beginning now. I want you to see the real Gowon for who he is. The coward who was being controlled like a remote control by the Fulani cabal to buy 7 million children. They just said here, upon hearing about what? The coup, his replacement, he bowed down to them. He agreed. Let's take it back. Listen to what he did. This is the beginning of the coward. Just listen.
While Brigadier Olusegun Obasanjo became his deputy. Upon hearing the news of his ouster while in Kampala, Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government, asking Nigerians to support the government.
Boom! God have mercy. You won't believe this. Upon hearing it, all he just said was heard it. He was in Kampala, in the OAU summit. And all he did was he heard about the coup. And he placed his loyalty and told Nigerians to be submissive, to submit themselves to the new guys, in the military. Think about that. It didn't end here. You are far away in Kampala, doing what a president should do, as you claim to be a president, as you claim to be in power, to show you the cabal. They are the ones that ruled that zoo. The moment they struck, this coward ran away like a bitch. He bowed down to the caliphate because he knew those that sent him to go and buy the Biafrans, they have come back to oust him out of office. Watch the drama. It didn't end here. I want to show you the coward that this guy is. A man who went to Aburi to agree on something. It was documented, it was signed and sealed, but he came back and his bosses told him not to go according to the flow. And they turned around and they blamed Ojukwu. Now you see why Ojukwu said, on Aburi we stand. As a man of honor, a man of principle, when you stand on something, somebody signed on it, you must stand on your principle. Say, no, we agreed on this thing. On Aburi we stand. But if you leave this alone, they zoom in that they will spin the news. They will paint it and say the Igbos are the problem, the Biafrans are the problem. Buy the Biafrans, buy them, buy the babies, stop the food from going to the land of Biafra. Awolowo. Okay. Just because of the alliance we have with the Yorubas, I will not insult any of their senior statesmen. I won't do that. I won't do that because the pain is too much. This was the man that came with the policy of the food blockade. Despite all this is happening, he still came and advised. In fact, let me not go there. Let's just, out of respect that I have for the Yorubas, I won't do that. I will not insult your elder statesman. But the pain is too much. I will be a liar if I say I'm not feeling the pain of what these men they did back then. Cowards, all of them, bunch of cowards, all of them. They were pandering to the caliphate. Just listen to what happened to this guy. Watch the man you're all respecting. Come and hear for yourself what he did then. I read the script. Thank God this guy documented it. Whoever this guy is, may God bless you. Listen to what this man did when that coup plotters did. In fact, they bullied him out of office. He was a coward. Listen to the way he ran like a bitch. He knew what was coming and he ran away. Not only that, he carried in picking them before the coup. He said, Britain, oh, please, oh, my picking, oh, can you hold them for me? Ah, God have mercy. Just listen.
He said he had suspected that some military men were plotting to overthrow him and that as precautionary measures, he had already moved his family to London.
Hold it there. He suspected some military men were trying to overthrow him, and as a precautionary measures, he has already moved his children down to London. Britain. Hey, God have mercy. He suspected some military men are trying to overthrow him, and as a precautionary motive, as a precautionary measure, he moved his children to Britain. If you were in charge, you will not do that. That's a bitch move. You claim to be the military head of state, and some lower boys, small boys, they are planning. They are planning to scheme on you, to take you out. And your own response is to go and gather your children. You saved your own children. You sent them to England. Then you quickly went to the OAU summit. There is fire on the mountain. You are still going for a summit in Kampala. Fire away, Uganda. Lord have mercy. Think about that. The first thing he did was to protect the life of his children. But when it came to the Biafrans, none of us were spared. Not the children, not the elderly, not the poor, not the women, not the kids, not the teenagers, not the elderly men, not even the soldiers. Everybody got it. We all caught the hell. We all got the bullet. But in this case, he only smelt it. It was in the air that some men might come and take over. They are planning to take over. And he sent his children to England. A coward move. You claim to be the head of state. No, the cabal rules. You know it was the cabal that put you there. They only rewarded you because of what you did to the Biafrans. That's why they left you there. And when it was time, they came with a Joseph, your fellow countryman. The cabal are so smart. Hear it again. Listen to what he did. He never end here. He never end here. Listen to what he did. Now you will understand why I'm saying this man must not die. Gowon must not die. He must remain alive to see the children of the light regain their freedom. In his own case, the first thing he thought about was, my children, let me safeguard them. Let me take them to England. They had during those days, in the early 70s, they knew about jackbuying with their children to run away. He ran away with his children. He never ended here. Make una hear. This guy documented exactly what I read back then. My father gave me all the textbooks, all the journals when I was a kid. Every day I was reading about the history. My dad knew this day will come. He knew it. He prepared me as a child. He gave me all the knowledge I needed to do what I'm doing now. These cowards, they ran away. Now only the Biafran side then get power. The only war they fought now for the hands of the Biafrans. Whenever they are buying a community, it must be a Biafran community. That's where their power, they have their power. Okwama, they have the power. The land of Biafra, they have the power. In Udi, they have the power. But go to Zamfara. They say, no, don't go there. Niger State. No, don't go there. See, listen to the way this guy chickened out. They punked him. They punked him out. You are telling me to respect my elder. Now God go punish that person. That fool, that coward. I should respect my elders. God go punish you. Big fool, idiots. These idiots, they bite my people, and you are telling me to respect my elders. Now God go punish you. Bastard. Idiots. You think my people, we are cowards like you guys? They are stealing your land and your resources, and you are bowing down. They dobale. Bloody cowards. No, we ain't like you. Our DNA is different. Like that guy said, they're not like us. You guys, you are not like us. We are different. We are cut different. We call a spade over here. My elder. Gowon is my elder. God go punish you, idiots. Bastard. Please, my people, this guy, sometimes you see it in the comment and you're wondering, this guy is thinking, we are trying to save you guys and you are talking trash. Mind your business, mind your own tribe, leave us alone. Mind your own tribe. Live when we are out of Nigeria. Enjoy your Nigeria. When the Biafrans have gone, enjoy your Nigeria then now. It's a simple thing now. Leave us, make we go. When we don't go, make we not enjoy now. I'll be watching you guys with the television. I'll be watching you guys from a distance. I'll be watching you bastards. Cowards! Fear. Watch how this man ran away. All he heard was rumors. All he heard was rumors. Say, the cabal won't come out to you. The cabal, they're not happy with you. Watch again. Listen to what he did. Just listen. Listen, my God, have mercy. Listen.
Upon hearing the news of his ouster while in Kampala, Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government, asking Nigerians to support the government. He said he had suspected that some military men were plotting to overthrow him, and that as precautionary measures, he had already moved his family to London before leaving Nigeria. He thereafter addressed the press asking for support from all Nigerians and friends of Nigeria for the new government. From Kampala, Gowon went on exile in the United Kingdom. While in the United Kingdom, he went back to school and obtained a PhD in political science from the University of Warwick.
Hold up there, idiots. A big-time coward. You're ready to kill with a bullet, but you're ready to die by the bullet. Men came to take over your throne, and you ran like a coward. You ran like a bitch. You're a bitch. They punked you out. You ran like a coward. Men came. All you heard was rumor, and you ran away. My children, take the plane or the presidential plane, fly to England. You are in Kampala. It now happened. When it happened, you didn't come back to fight. It means since day one, you never believed in that Nigeria that you took the life of 7 million children for. I wonder how you felt that day when you heard the call that they have done a coup against you. I know that you will wonder, Ojukwu won me, Ojukwu won me, Hey, tell me, he told me, he warned me. I know, listen. Now, the people that I fought for, look at what they are doing to me. Ojukwu won me, Hey, he won me. Ojukwu was a real friend. I never knew. Ojukwu called you Jack. Your nickname was Jack. A very close friend of yours. Even Ago Ironsi, he's a friend of yours. They call you Jack. But you went against his people and died more than 7 million children in the land of Biafra. You believed in one Nigeria. You said your name is an acronym for go on with one Nigeria or go on with one nation. You believed in that. But when men came for you, the first thing you did when you heard the rumor was gather your children to safety. My grandfather did the same thing. He heard you guys were coming close to the village. He went to the church, to the Catholic church, a nursery school in the Catholic church to take his daughter so they could run into the bushes. But your soldiers came and they pied him in the front of that church. He told them, I'm not a soldier. I only came here to take my child. This church, they know me very well here. You can ask the priestess here, please. He was speaking in your own language, begging you guys. I'm not a soldier. The war is getting close. I came to take my daughter. But no, your soldier spied my grandfather. But in your own case now, to face your own judgment day, you say no, you will run away. You ran like a coward. You took your children to safety. Not only that, when it now happened, when the coup struck, you were in Kampala, you did not even come back. You didn't come back. You ran away from there. A self-imposed exile. You're a coward. A self-imposed exile. You went all the way to do your PhD in 1 week university. I keep telling you guys, Britain is the problem. Britain is the problem. They are enjoying from all angles. Oh, the Yorubas, okay, no problem, we are enjoying. The Fulani, we are enjoying. The Igbos, no, okay, Peter Obi, come and don't act like you are trying to win. Okay, we are still enjoying. Anywhere you go, Britain is enjoying. That's the safe haven for these criminals, these murderers. He ran away. Not only to run away, he ran to England not to come back. He went to do his PhD. He became a pastor. He was doing pray for Nigeria. A coward. Oh, God have mercy. Hey! Listen again, please. Listen to what this man did. Listen to what he did. Listen. Listen to what he did.
While in Kampala, Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government, asking Nigerians to support the government. He said he had suspected that some military men were plotting to overthrow him and that as precautionary measures, he had already moved his family to London before leaving Nigeria. He thereafter addressed the press asking for support from all Nigerians and friends of Nigeria for the new government. From Kampala, Gowon went on exile in the United Kingdom. While in the United Kingdom, he went back to school and obtained a PhD in political science from the University of Warwick. Since then, he has been engaged in humanitarian services across the world, establishing the Nigeria Praise, a group centered on
Humanitarian services. Someone that killed 7 million children. Humanitarian services. Trying to bring peace to humanity. But in your own land, in your own so-called country, in your own so-called one Nigeria, you close your eyes and you starve the children. In fact, I will do a research to know those organizations, those so-called humanitarian organizations that he was engaged with in Britain. I think that will be the final closure to this broadcast. Expect that video to come out. And I will shame them. I will shame all of them. How can you pick a man like this, knowing his background? Before you gave him the job, before you made him even a voluntary member, didn't you do a criminal check? Didn't you do like a background check? To know where this man is coming from, his pedigree, what he has done, what happened in his country, the war in that zoo called Nigeria? The genocide they call the war? That might be the closure of this matter. Because, to tell you guys the truth, I have not forgiven this man, and I will never forgive him. Because of this man, I did not see my grandfather. Gowon took my grandfather from me. I will never forgive this man. The callous nature of going to war after you've had an agreement, you could have avoided everything. All you have to do is say, okay, let us watch for the next, 10 months. Let's do a rolling plan for the next 10 months. The agreement. Let's see how things go. Let's do a pilot scheme of the agreement. Okay, we've seen all the itineraries. Let us just do a pilot scheme. Then we'll come back after 10 months to now assess them. Say, is it working? Is it not working? Should we come back to one Nigeria? At least do something. This man's word is not bond. He's not the man that keeps his word. He's not. I will never forgive you. Even when we die, we all die, and I find you in heaven or hell. If I'm in heaven and you are in hell, I will come to hell to meet you. I will not forgive you. And granddaddy, wherever you are, whenever this man goes, please do not forgive him. Deal with him whenever his souls commit. I will not forgive this man. Because all what he did could have been avoided. Young boys, if they suspect you are a soldier, they will chop off your 3 fingers. What they call the trigger finger and the other 2, they chop it off with a cutlass. Hey, God have mercy. Hey, God have mercy. Their military were going with guns and cutlass. Then they cut head, then they cut leg, then they cut hand. Young boy, if they say you are looking healthy, and unfortunately, if you fall within the age of 15 upwards, 15, 16, 17, they cut your finger off. If you're 18, 19, 21, they call you a soldier, they buy you. So many videos, you see them out there now, so many videos. And you tell me to forgive this man. No. And you are telling me the idiot is saying I should respect my elder. Now God will punish you. In fact, we're on social media. Let me just... That bastard. The spirit of Afonja is in your DNA and it will remain there. You are a coward and you will die one. Fear. I should respect my elder. You are calling this man my elder. Now God will punish you. Bastards. These guys, they disgust me, man. Lord have mercy. Lord, please. 2nd of December 2024, Lord. I can't wait for it. We're on a countdown. I cannot wait. My people, I can't wait. This guy's a coward. I've got no time to discuss about this. Just watch him. I don't have no time. Just listen.
His deputy. Upon hearing the news of his ouster while in Kampala, Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government, asking Nigerians to support the government. He said he had suspected that some military men were plotting to overthrow him, and that as precautionary measures, he had already moved his family to London before leaving Nigeria. He thereafter addressed the press asking for support from all Nigerians and friends of Nigeria for the new government. From Kampala, Gowon went on exile in the United Kingdom. While in the United Kingdom, he went back to school and obtained a PhD in political science from the University of Warwick. Since then, he has been engaged in humanitarian services across the world, establishing the Nigeria Prays, a group centered on praying for the country in 1996. In November 2004, Gowon won World Peace Prize top honor, awarded by the World Peace Prize Awarding Council for maintaining national stability, promoting economic growth, and organizing a symbolic peace conference in the African region. No matter the angle from which you may look at the man, Yakubu Gowon, his contributions to the unity of this country, Nigeria, can never be overemphasized.
Can you see? God, that's a problem with it. My God. The others, not a touch. At the end, they will put the caveat there. No matter how you see this man called Gowon, his contributions and all that stuff always led to a one Nigeria. You see, so sometimes take these things with a pinch of salt. You eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take the knowledge, but don't take all. Okay, this guy did a good job, because what I read back then, exactly what's happened is what he said here. How Gowon, he all he did was a rumor. He heard a rumor. Say, Ibrahim see the one plan cool, Oga, the one plan cool. That same day, all in children, England. You guys who worship your politicians, when the thing don't cast, when Yawa don't cast, all their children are one-way flight, private jets. They will use your money, buy a private jet, and fly them down to England. And you guys will be there saying, what's going on? God. You guys will be the one to catch the bullets. Not the politicians you love. Those that are dying for politicians. Now they buy on ourselves, now they fight. Omo we hate the Igbos. Look at the story of Gowon, the man who said one Nigeria. Go on with one Nigeria. But when it's time for him to prove it, he chickened out. Prove you believe in one Nigeria, die by your sword, go out swinging. Like the Japanese samurai, go out swinging, die with your own sword, go and fight to the end, go and fight for your mandate, for your throne as the president. He said, I will not die for my land. I will not die for a burning house. I don't believe in one Nigeria. My children, go to the real country, England. I will join you in England. He went to England, never to come back. He was enjoying in England. He went to do his PhD in England. Enjoying the best of life, enjoying the loot. He now came with a new scheme to become a pastor. Nigerian praise. We are praying now. And he used that concept of Nigerian praise to find his way back to Nigeria. And now they call him the elder statesman. And his story has always been how he fought the Biafrans, how he made sure he kept us one. But when it was time for you to keep the nation one and fight for your so-called presidency, you ran away. Not only running, your children, from the rumor, you carry them run. Because you are not willing to die for something you believe in. Hey, that's the difference. For we, it is Biafra or death. If you believe in Nigeria, it should be Nigeria or death. When you heard some men have ousted you, you will take one-way flight back to Nigeria. Or die and die. No, you chickened out. Before it happened, all your children, Obodo Yibo, and some people out there are saying they believe one Nigeria. They are telling me to respect my elder. This man caused the death of my grandfather. A grand patron in a church. His daughter was attending a Catholic church. She was a child. A child. Just like him, there was rumor the war was getting closer. The Nigerian soldiers during the Biafran war, they were getting closer. So he had no option than to run into the bush. All the civilians, they were running into the bush. You cannot remain in your house, say, I'm a civilian. The soldiers, they buy everything. They were buying everybody. If you be girl, then go rape you there. You see them? Then they buy everybody. So it was getting closer. My grandfather now went to the Catholic church, the Catholic school, spoke to the priest, a white priest, spoke to the priest, said, please, priest, things are getting, I now have to go into the bushes. His wife and other children, they were waiting for him in the bush. He now told the priest, I need to take my daughter. That daughter was very, very smart. She loved to go into school. But the priest now brought the daughter out. A white priest from Ireland. As he brought it, and these soldiers, they went for the church first. They saved heaven. They went for the house of God. They desecrated the house of God. That was where they went to first. If he had known, probably he wouldn't have gone to. But there's no way you will leave your daughter and run into the bush. He was in a quagmire. He was in a state of, conundrum. What do? He was in a dilemma. Do I leave my daughter in the church and run away? How long will I run? When will this war end? Is it 10 years from now? Will I even know my daughter? Will she even know me anymore? Will she be safe? Can she stay by herself? As a man, he said, no, let me go and get my child in the face of adversity. And he went to the school. He took his daughter. Unfortunately, as he was stepping out, there were gunshots everywhere. The Nigerian soldiers, they went straight to the church, shooting everywhere. There were sporadic gunshots everywhere. Then I said, everybody come outside. The priest came out, told them, how you doing, guys? Okay. Listen, there is no soldier here. This is the house of God. There is no soldier here. Those you are seeing here, they have come to take their children because you guys are coming closer. They are all civilians, so I want them to leave. This man you're saying, he has to live with his daughter. He said, no, leave him there. He said, please. I keep saying it. One of the soldiers is Ogoja man. My dad now spoke the dialect. Because my granddad is very, very vast. He spoke the language of that man. Begging him, say, please, look at me now. I'm not a soldier. I'm not a soldier. I only came to get my daughter. Look at her here, please. Allow me to go, please. My other daughters, they are in the bushes. Allow me to rush to the bush. I'm a civilian. I only came to get my daughter. You can ask the priest here. They know me very, very well here. They know me here. I'm a grand patron in this church, and my daughter attends this church. Please allow me to take my daughter and leave. They said, no, you have 2 minutes. It's either you drop your child now and chop the bullet, or we will give you the bullet and the picking will chop the bullet as well. The priest came and said, please, with all due respect, you are in the house of God. Allow this man to go. I demand that this man lives with his daughter. They said no. All the Catholic nuns came out. Oyibo them, please, allow, They all cocked their bullets. Then the one that he saw was Ogoja man. He now spoke to that one. Because the other ones, they were Fulani and Hausa them, But the Ogoja one, he now begged that one. Said, look at me now. I'm a civilian. Allow me to go with my daughter, please. My other children, they are in the bush. Who will take care of them? Please, allow me to go. I am not a soldier. I'm not a soldier, please. I only came to get my daughter. Allow me to go. That one now told him, you've got 2 minutes. Or is it 2 seconds? I've forgotten the story. You've got 2 minutes or 2 seconds. And when they cocked their bullet, the priest had no other option. He stepped in, the white priest. He stepped in, looked at my grandfather, prayed for him briefly, made the sign of the cross on his head, took my aunt, which is a young girl then, off my grandfather, and they all went into the church, into the school church, whatever, so that the child would not even see what happened. And they were surprised. They said, bullets ran through him. There was a rain of bullets. It went through him. After a while, my grandmother with the other children in the bush, they were waiting for my grandfather. They didn't see him. They said, what's going on now? It's evening now. So in the night, my grandmother now took the risk. God have mercy. Hey, go on. No. No. The military, they were already there. They are already in the village. Makobi, for the love of your life, For the love of her husband, my grandmother now took the risk. That night, she went back to that Catholic school. She was crawling. She went back there. And when she saw everywhere was, deserted now. Even the body wouldn't kill her. Body was on the floor. Nobody picked it up yet. Bodies were everywhere. She doesn't know what's going on. So she went to the church. The priest now saw her, knowing that they recognized her, said, madam, come. Your daughter is still here. She's safe. But your husband was killed. Your husband was killed. And his body is one of those laying outside. There's nobody to carry it. Oh, Lord have mercy. So she grabbed her daughter in tears, came outside, and was looking out in the night, trying to find which one is her husband. This Biafran war, I swear to God and man, God. Go on, I will never forgive you until you come out to repent. Openly you repent. I will never forgive you. This thing is, to me, it is personal. I've taken it personal with you. Because all this could have been avoided. With the Aburi Accord, all this could have been avoided. You guys out there in Nigeria saying one Nigeria. Igbo, the Igbo are the problem. Omo Igbo. What have we done to you guys? You guys don't even know our story. Now you are saying you are hungry. Ebin Power, you have not even started to eat rats. You don't eat rats. We were eating rats during the Biafran war. Rat was like cow. Rat was like chicken during the Biafran war. And you guys, just because the tomato is expensive, you are crying. We are hungry. Ebin Power. You call this hunger? You call what you are going through hunger? You call what you are going through hunger, but you don't know what my people went through for 3 years. That's why we are laughing you guys now. We're just laughing you guys. Lastly, my people out there, this might be the last time you'll see this channel because the zoo, they've been attacking me. They are scared of this voice. They know I keep it real. I keep it raw. I keep it authentic. So tomorrow, if you're looking for this channel, if you don't find it, all you have to do is type Biafra Superstars Media. I will come with a new one. No be told. They've been doing it to me once I speak out because they know there is something about this guy. There is a spirit in this guy. This boy, there is something about him. They know. So they bribe Facebook, they bribe YouTube, Instagram to shut me down. If you don't find me tomorrow, all you have to do now is go to YouTube and type Biafra Superstars Media. You will see my new channel. I will make a new channel immediately. I'm not in this stuff for the money. I'm here to speak the truth and here to preach the gospel of our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko. That's my job. That's my role. And this week, we shall put the pressure and expose Gowon more. I'm giving him this week. I will speak to my good friend, the Biafran golden child, to make a peace, or make a peace. Come up with something. Come up with something about this man they call Gowon. Expose him more. So maybe tomorrow, I will get something else from the Biafran golden child. We must expose this man for who he is. Because when they did it to our people, it was fine. They called him a champion. They called him Mr. Go on with one Nigeria. Go on with one nation. He believed in Nigeria. That 7 million had to buy to keep Nigeria. But when those around him, they shone the light towards him. They put the heat towards him. He felt the pressure. He took his children, sent them abroad. he quickly went to Kampala for OAU. From OAU, he found himself in England. He put himself on a self-imposed exile. Cowards, man. These guys are cowards. I rest my case. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. May God bless you. Bye-bye.
I want to use this opportunity to call on the committee for prayers for Gowon. Number one in this committee is Dominica Olewune Chinyere Apple, Blessing Nzom, Gregory Onyejuwa, Chinedu Aguyi, and Presence Odohunoge. This committee will be the official prayer warriors for Gowon to be alive till December. Your prayer point is to pray day and night for Gowon to be alive till December. He will be alive and witness something in December of 2024. There is no other prayer point. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out in a historic manner. We have promised Biafra that the prayers that were prayed so far is working. And for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not given up, believe me, I know what he is made of. Our most important prayer today is for Gowon to be alive till December. Let him not die. It is very, very important, so that the prophecy of our eternal leader will come to pass. He will be alive to see Biafra.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.